I do now want to pivot to your campaign specifically. You picked up an endorsement recently from Representative Tony Gonzalez. He is from Texas. So I am curious. When you responded to this endorsement, you said you're looking forward to working with him to, quote, fix America's broken immigration system. How specifically do you do this? Because both Democrats and Republicans largely agree the immigration system in the United States is not working. Obviously, the solutions differ. So how do you fix it?
Absolutely. One of the most consistent questions and feedback that I get when I knock on doors, even here in New York, is when are we going to fix the system? When are we going to fix our broken immigration system? Because here in New York, we are experiencing, at least at one point, 10,000 new migrants every single month. And it's impacting the city, it's impacting the region's economy and our culture and our way of life. And New Yorkers have had enough of it. So they want to send members of Congress who are going to be constructive and offering solutions. Right now, what we're seeing is that the asylum process is being abused. And so that's where we have to start. We have to get more resources to the border. We have to give more power and authority to our asylum officers to turn away frivolous cases of asylum seekers. We have to stop the magnets. And right now, New York City for so long was a magnet in terms of a sanctuary city, and now they're beginning to rethink some of those policies. And I think that's a good thing. That's a healthy thing. I think that's going to bring the country more towards a consensus view on how to fix this issue, and I look forward to being a leader in that debate. And we're so thankful to have Congressman Gonzalez support.
Do you think that New York should still be a sanctuary city, or are you saying, hey, you can still be a sanctuary city, but there should be some limits?
What I'm saying is that we have to get rid of the magnets that's bringing people here, because it's not working. If you're a sanctuary city, all you're doing is destabilizing your city. It's not good for the migrants. They cannot work. They're being exploited. They're being housed in inadequate locations. And so it's not good for the migrants. It's not good for the city. It's not good for the regional economy. Our school systems are being inundated. We have classrooms that are being too full of kids and so we can't even support our own population. And so we have to ensure that our country's borders are secure. And right now it's become a national security issue. We know that there are people coming across the border that have ties to terrorism. We know that a number of people who are on the terrorist watch list are coming across the border. Right now, the FBI, the CIA are investigating a number of cases in which this has been the circumstance. And so we have to gain control of the border for our national security and for the sake of our cities and our regional economy here in New York.
And when you say gain control of the border, would you want to see something like a wall put up? Is that something that you would be for?
There are places across the border where the only way you can access it is on horseback. There are places on the border where it makes sense to put up a wall, such as the San Diego area where it's very urban. But there are other places where it doesn't make sense. And so you have to go sector by sector and do what makes the most sense. There are also ungoverned places across the border where the cartels have effectively control of that space and the Mexican government does not. And so that's going to require more of a robust military solution. And so that's something that we're going to have to look at, because we cannot allow the soft spot that is the southern border to be something that terrorists exploit. We don't want to wake up one day and have another 9/11 in this country. We have to protect the homeland, and right now it's too much of a porous border. And so the American people are rightly concerned about this, and it's time that we do something about it.
Kellen, we are rapidly approaching 2024. We're entering the holiday season, and then it's off to the races for Election Day. So what's next for your campaign?
Yeah, it's same old, same old. Quite frankly, our campaign, we believe that the campaign that stays the most focused, the most hardworking, the most vigorous in terms of connecting with voters is going to be successful here in this battleground district. And so that's exactly what we're doing. We're waking up each and every day. We're putting in the work. We're making the phone calls. It's what you have to do to be successful here. We are committed to it, and I look forward to getting the job done.
Kellen Curry, I really appreciate you coming on per usual. Thank you so much, and I hope you join me again soon.
Well, thank you so much for having me.